Hello, hello. Today, we are going to learn how to create a login, or not a login, a landing page. A landing page, sales funnel here on GrooveFunnels. I do this specifically for the people that work with me. That way, if they don't want to use our made for you marketing and they want to get a little bit deeper into it and start kind of branding themselves, they can make their own website. And so that's what we're doing here today. So I've gone to GrooveFunnels, and the website that you'll see up here is app.groove.cm. And I'm here on the login page. I personally just have the free one because I don't have a need to have multiple different landing pages. And so, with that being said, not having to have multiple different landing pages, I'm able to just use the free one. I haven't had a reason to upgrade. So that's what I'm using right now. You can create all this with the free one. All right, so whenever you create your account on GrooveFunnels, it'll send you to the free one or the paid one, whichever one you'd like. Excuse the slamming door. And from there, we're just going to go to GroovePages, and that's how we're going to start creating our sales funnel or our website. And from GroovePages, while it loads. So you can see I already have my website here. Today it says I can create 2 more websites, and so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go ahead and create a new site for this video because it's just... And so what we're going to do here is we're going to look at what exactly are we looking for. You are able to take all these templates and you're able to customize them to create whatever you want. Or if you have something in mind and you know what you're wanting to do, you can go with the blank template. I can kind of show you both ways on how you can do this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one of the templates to use and show you how to kind of customize that. And then I'll also show you how you can add pieces to that template to customize it even more. And that is where you would take those pieces with a blank template and you'd piece those together to create your website. I personally did that with my own. I started with a blank template and that's what I did. And so let's just see which one we want to use today. These are all thank you pages. We'll go over here to funnels because a lot of people like to use funnels. So we want to know what we're going to be doing with funnels. And funnels are really, it's going to put the fact that there's buttons in there because those buttons are going to take you somewhere. That's the point of the funnel. And so something I like to do is to just pick a simple one. I personally don't like to get the ones that have these signups on them because I use Aweber. And with Aweber, I'm actually going to get my signup form for my email list from Aweber. It gives me a landing page. It creates it as a URL. I'm able to take that URL and link it to a button on my website. And so that way, when someone clicks the button, that's when the pop-up comes for their email. Personally, the way I like to do it. And so because I don't do all-in-one autoresponder because I like to use the free versions. And so I don't know that I'm actually going to use any of the funnels here. We'll just go back up here to single pages because that'll be a good way to just kind of show you what we're able to do. So we'll just go up here and we'll just pick this super generic offer thank you page. Press select. This one is actually going to be my demo site, and so that's what I'm going to label it for this one. Okay. And so what it will do is we'll take the template that you just chose, and it's going to put it into your website now. And so from here, what you're able to do, you're able to go through all of this, and you're able to customize it and edit it to be able to match your things. If you want to take something out, you can take something out. If you want to put something in, you can put something in. So here it's saying your logo. And so you're going to tap on that. And the way that GrooveFunnels is set up is it is in blocks. So you're going to click through the blocks. So this specific one I'm clicking on is a block within a block, kind of. And so we've got our basic block back here. I'm actually able to click on that. See, when I push back at the back, it highlights the entire area. So when I highlight that entire area, I'm actually able to change the background. So say I would rather just have it be a white background. That's what you would do. Now I'm going to go back so that we can actually see your logo, but I did make it darker. I turned it to black. It was charcoal. And so we've changed the background on that. So that's how you do that. You have to pick what you're highlighting. And so you'll see here, this block is what's highlighted. So if I were to change the background here, it would change this color back here. So I'm going to click on that logo again. And this is where you're able to put in your image and things like that. And so this is an image. And so to put an image in, you're actually going to go from design over to configure. Okay. So you're going to be able to choose. So you could upload a picture. I think I have a couple of different ones in here we can choose from. We'll just put a random one in there. We'll just put my face. So we'll just put my face in for the logo this time. But you can actually create a logo on Canva. That's something that's really easy to do. I love Canva for creating my graphics. But here, so that's how you put in the actual picture is you click on it and you push over to configure, and then it'll give you that upload option. And so we select, and it's highlighted which one we want. And so we select it. It goes in. And I might have to move. There we go. I have to move my head for that. And so then you would go down to update. You are actually also able to link. And so you're able to link. So if someone were to click on that page, I could link it to my website. My other one. Oh, okay. And here we go. All right. And then I always do open in a new tab. Just that way it opens in a new tab. They don't lose their place where they were on your website previously. So you're able to add in your image. You're able to put in a URL with it. You push update, and that's going to carry that over, and it's going to save it. And like I said, this is all just simply demo to show you guys how to use GrooveFunnels to create your own website. It's ultimately up to you to create what you want it to look like and all of those things. And so if you want that pane to go away, you just push that X like I just did. Move my head up here. Maybe that'll be better. And from there, I'm going to go down. So I've created my logo. I've got the top looking the way I want it to. From there, we're going to say whatever we're wanting it to say. And say you don't want this green check mark. Say, I don't need this. I don't really want it. All you're going to do is highlight it like you normally would. And you're just going to click that little delete button. It'll ask, are you sure? Click confirm. And then there it's gone. There is no way to undo that oh, yeah, there is right there. So you can push undo. And then you undo it. I forget about the undo option for some reason. So you can undo it and then say, no, I didn't really like it. You can just redo it back. But that's how you delete something. So here we have something that's already put in with our text. And so to change your text, it's really simple. I mean, you just, okay, so say we want to change it and say, welcome to my website. All right, and so we have that, and it's all done and ready to go. We can change the text color right here and say we want it to be this pink salmon in color. So it changes that color. Now, none of this is going to be very attractive because I'm just kind of showing you how to do it. You can change from bold to just light. You can change it up to regular. So that's how you change your text and change all of those things. You've got your size right here, your alignment, and all of that stuff. It's pretty similar to Microsoft Word, Google Docs, and all that once you know where you're looking for it. And so that's how you change that. And then configuring, there's really nothing to configure over here. If you, I'm not really sure what happens when you change the gutter width. I don't ever really mess with the gutter width, so I suggest just leaving that alone. I always just mess with the design portion of it. And so when that's done, as long as you're not adding a link or anything, it actually just kind of automatically saves because it changes on the page as you're doing it, and then you just X out of it. So that's how you do that. So you can change your text. Same right here. You just highlight it and you do the same thing you did, before. You get that to come up. You can change the color, the font, and all that, and you can change what it says. And again, there's just more text there. You can do that. So here is one of the buttons that you would be able to configure. And this is what I was talking about with having, like, say we wanted this, click here for access. So say we wanted it to link to a URL because I'm going to link it over to my Aweber pop-up that I want to email capture with. So say you have Aweber and you've gone to Aweber and you've created your sign up form. Okay. And when you create your sign up form, it lets you configure it and make it look how you want. And then it asks you how you want to put that in. And I always just put it in as a landing page because it makes it a lot easier just to put it over here as a landing page. And so what I would do is I would go over to Aweber. I would copy that link that would be my landing page, and I'd come over here to link up my button. And so you link it to a URL. And so whatever the landing page is from Aweber here, I'm just going to, again, I'm going to put my website just for this purposes. That way you guys can at least see how it works out. And so you have all of these things. And so it would link to that URL. Again, I like to open up in the new tab. And then if you want, maybe you don't want it to say click here for access. Maybe you want it to say, click here to sign up, maybe. Put that in for that, whatever you're wanting your copy to be on that button. And then you can also put in sublabels. So click here to sign up. Number of sublabels, you can add in a sublabel that would maybe be click here to sign up. I'm ready to help. I'm ready to help you. Okay, and so then you would just keep going down and you would click update, and you're going to see as it updates, that's what it looks like. So say you don't like that and you want it to just be 2 straight lines, you can go back here and take away, maybe the arrows were too much and you didn't need to do that. So let's do update again. There we go. We have a nice big button. We have it linked over to our Aweber sign up to capture that email. And over here, we can change the color. And so right now it's currently green. So let's say we don't want it to be green and maybe we want it to be yellow. So you can change it to yellow. And then with doing that, oh, look at that. We need to change the text color. So here we go. We're going to go up to text and let's make it over to black. Okay. And so that's how you, that's basically what you do with anything that you're doing here in GrooveFunnels in order to edit it, change it, anything like that. And as you go down here, it's the same exact thing. So you just kind of, what I like to do is break it down piece by piece. When I look at here, text, more text. Here I've got 3 separate boxes. Okay, cool. But they have text with pictures in. Oh, okay. So pictures, I know what to do. I click on that picture and get it to highlight itself. Not to remember for image, we go over to configure, and that's where we can choose to change it. So that's basically what you do when you have a template. And then if, whenever you see things like this, you're able to link up your Facebook. And so it'll come up over here. Again, configure, and you're going to put link to, it's pretty simple. Just go over to your URL. And you can link it. Now, say you're wanting to create a funnel and you're wanting to link something from this page to another page of your website, like something else that you've created. So say you take them from here and they click a button to get on your email sign up. They get your email pop up from Aweber. They sign that. Enter that information. It's captured by Aweber. And then Aweber, when you set that up, it's going to say, where do you want them to go after they give you their email? Well, from there, you can send them over to wherever you're wanting, to a thank you page, whatever. But say you're wanting to go from your page to another page on your website, that's where you'd pick page. And it would go out to page. Block here is, that's what these blocks are when you highlight them. So say you have you can click how to do it and it'll drop you down to the rest of your website, to the lower portion where you want that. That's where you would put the block in. And that just comes from playing around with it and kind of knowing what you're doing. I generally just link URLs as pretty much as far as I go. But you can link those different Facebook things and things like that. And so down here, please remember it's always important to put a privacy policy. If you're doing anything that has people creating income or anything, you need to make sure you're doing the correct things down on the bottom of your websites to make sure you're protected. I am not a lawyer. I don't give any advice, but that's just something that I've always gone by. So make sure you're looking at what you need to do on your website. You need to have a privacy policy, a financial statement, anything like that. Terms of service, those types of things. Pretty standard. Just make sure that you're doing that. So I wouldn't just delete this. I'd actually go through and create it. And that's where, with this privacy, that's where you can, like, say you have the privacy policy because you have your, website capture, and I configure it. I would actually just create a really simple page that just has my privacy policy on it within this website. And you can go up here because you can add a page. And I would just link it to that specific page within the website. That's how I have my other one set up. And so that's how you kind of, create your GrooveFunnels template. Like I said, this is a lot of getting in and playing around with it, but these are just the basics of how to kind of edit it and make it look the way you want. So I also talked about if you're wanting to build from scratch. And so I said I could show you that within a template, and that's something that I'm going to do now. So we do have a template here, but say you didn't have a template. Say it was just completely blank. You started from scratch and you weren't quite sure what to do. I like to go up here to blocks, and you're able to see different things here that they have for the blocks. And so one of the things, headers is always a nice thing to start with. But it has like templates, but they're blocked templates. And so they're not the entire web page. They're just a certain specific part. So you can take these blocks and you can put them together and you can customize the colors to make it all look seamless and like one web page was put together. And that's how you do that, is just going through and editing and customizing, like I showed you with the colors and the fonts and all of that. And so let's say we wanted to have something above our logo here. And let's say we wanted it, or let's say we have a countdown going. And so we want to put a countdown above our logo because at the moment we're counting down to a big event, like a big, I don't know, what are those called? Conferences or something like that, right? We have a conference within our company that's going on in like 2 days. And so we want to count down from that. And so what I did is I clicked it from over here. I drug it up. And so I want it above my logo. And so that's where I would just let it go. But say I wanted it below my logo. Okay, well, that's pretty easy. You just let it move down and you wait till it says drop your block here. So we'll go back up and you drop your block there. And then from there, it's just the editing that we talked about before. And so now we have that up there. And then again, it's just editing. And so this has a really nice picture in their background, which is great, but it's a little too much. We don't want it to be like that. And so we're going to highlight that to edit it. And as it comes up, I'm going to do background, and I'm going to change the background to black. And there you go. Took away the picture. If you don't like that, you did like the picture, undo. There you go. And so from there, it's just configuring all of this stuff again, editing, customizing. And that's everything that I've shown you here. And so that is just how you go through creating your website on GrooveFunnels. A lot of it's been pretty user friendly, a lot of pulling blocks, copy and pasting, those types of things. So I hope this helps you guys. Make sure you check out my other videos to see if there's anything else I can help you with. And as always, feel free to email me with questions, themamawithanswers@gmail.com. I am always available to help you out. So that is what we are learning today with creating our webpage on GrooveFunnels. I hope this helps you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you need a link to get GrooveFunnels, go to my website, themamawithanswers.com. You're going to scroll down quite a bit, and you're going to see boxes, and there's a box that says my sales funnel. And that'll take you over to GrooveFunnels, and that will allow you to create your free login and do what we did today. All right, thanks so much. I'll talk to you later.